Hello, friends. Welcome back to our podcast where everyday conversations become English lessons. My guest today is John. Welcome, my friend.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here with you guys. I'm ready for a new lesson. What are we discussing today?
Today, we're talking about a great way to improve your speaking. It's called shadowing.
Shadowing? What does that mean?
It's simple. You listen to English audio and you speak at the same time as the speaker. You try to copy their words, their speed, and their sound. Your voice becomes like their shadow.
So we listen and speak at the same time? Not after, but during?
Yes, exactly. It's a little like being a parrot, but a smart parrot. You're not just saying the words, you're learning the rhythm and the music of English.
That sounds like a fun and active way to learn. Actually, I remember the first time I tried it. I felt a little silly talking along with my headphones on the bus.
That's a very normal feeling. A lot of learners feel shy the first time, but once you get used to it, it becomes almost relaxing, like singing along to a song you love.
That's a nice way to think about it. Okay, before we get into more details, should we do our usual quick reminder?
Good call, John. Quick note before we continue. If you like our podcast, please subscribe. And if today's topic is helpful, give us a like. It helps other learners find us too. And leave a comment. I love reading your comments.
Okay, let's talk more about shadowing. Why is it so useful?
There are a few reasons. First, it helps your pronunciation. When you copy a speaker's sounds, you learn how English words really sound, not just how they look when written.
True. English spelling can be very confusing. Words like though, through, and thought look similar but sound completely different.
That's a perfect example, John. Shadowing helps you focus on sound, not spelling. Second, it improves your listening. You must listen very carefully to repeat what you hear, so your ears get trained at the same time as your mouth.
It's like exercise for your ears and your mouth at the same time.
Exactly. Third, shadowing helps you learn natural rhythm and intonation. That means how your voice goes up and down when you speak. Native speakers don't talk in one flat tone. Their voice changes to show meaning and feeling.
That's hard to learn from a textbook. You can read a sentence 100 times, but a book can't teach you how the voice should rise on a question or fall at the end of a statement.
Very true. And last, shadowing helps you speak more smoothly, without long pauses or hesitation. The more you practice with a native speaker's voice, the easier speaking becomes, and the more natural you sound in real conversations.
Sounds like a great technique with a lot of benefits. So, how do we actually start?
Step 1. Choose good audio. Pick something at your level or just a little harder. If it's too difficult, you'll feel frustrated and you might give up before you even really begin.
What kind of audio is good for beginners?
Podcasts made for English learners are great. The speakers talk slowly and clearly, and they usually explain new words as they go. You can also try simple TV shows, cartoons, or short videos. If you have a transcript, that helps a lot too. That means the written text of the audio.
Why does the transcript help so much?
Because you can read while you listen. This connects the sound to the word on the page so you understand more, and you can look up any word you don't know right away.
Great. So step 1 is find good audio with a transcript if you can. What's step 2?
Step 2. Listen one time all the way through without trying to repeat anything. Just try to understand the general idea. Don't worry about every single word yet.
So first we understand, then we shadow?
Exactly. Step 3, now you start shadowing. Play a short part again, just 1 or 2 sentences, and speak along with it at the same time. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to match the rhythm and the sounds as closely as you can.
So we follow closely, almost like a real shadow follows a person.
Yes, that's it exactly. Step 4, repeat that same short part many times, maybe 5 or 10 times. Every time you repeat it, you will notice small new details in the pronunciation that you missed before.
Repetition really is important in learning any language.
It is. Step 5. After you feel comfortable with short sentences, try longer ones. Slowly build up to full paragraphs and eventually a whole short story or news report.
That helps build confidence little by little.
Exactly. Step 6. Record yourself shadowing using your phone or computer and then listen to it next to the original audio. This can feel a little strange at first, but it's incredibly useful.
It does take some courage to listen to your own voice.
It does, but it shows you exactly what to work on. And remember, you don't need to share the recording with anyone else. It's just a private tool for your own learning.
A private way to check your progress without any pressure.
Yes, and step 7, the last step, be patient with yourself. Nobody becomes a fluent speaker overnight, but with regular, steady practice, you really will improve in your pronunciation, your listening, and your overall fluency.
Let's review the steps together for anyone taking notes. Find good audio, listen first without speaking, shadow small parts, repeat those parts many times, gradually make them longer, record yourself, and finally, be patient.
Perfect summary, John. Now, do you have any extra tips of your own for our listeners?
I do, actually. My first tip is watch how the speaker moves their mouth if you're using a video. Try to copy those mouth movements too, not just the sound.
Good tip. It's not only about the sound you hear, it's also about how your mouth physically shapes that sound.
Exactly. My second tip is don't worry if you don't understand every single word at first. Focus on the sound and the rhythm. You can always go back and learn the new words later.
Yes, if you stop every time you hear a hard word, you lose your flow completely. It's better to keep going and then check the word afterward.
My third tip is try different kinds of audio. Podcasts, the news, interviews, and even songs. Each type teaches you something a little different, and it keeps things interesting.
I love that. Variety keeps your practice fresh and fun instead of feeling repetitive.
And my last tip is practice a little but often. Short daily practice really is better than one long session once a week.
So true. Even 10 minutes a few times a week can make a real difference over time. So, John, what mistakes do learners often make when they try shadowing?
One common mistake is choosing audio that's too difficult right from the start. That can feel really frustrating, and it might stop someone from continuing with the technique at all.
Right. It's much better to feel successful with easier material first and then slowly move up in difficulty.
Another mistake is focusing only on individual words and forgetting about the overall rhythm and flow of the sentence.
So it's important to copy the melody of the speech, not just the separate words one by one.
Exactly. A third mistake is not staying active enough. Shadowing needs real focus and effort. It's not the same as just playing music in the background while you do something else.
It's more like a workout for your voice and your brain both at the same time.
That's a great way to put it. And finally, some learners feel discouraged if they don't sound perfect right away, but improvement always takes time, so please don't give up too early.
Well said. Be kind to yourself and celebrate even small progress along the way.
Every small bit of practice adds up over the weeks and months. And remember, the real goal isn't to sound exactly like the speaker in the recording. It's simply to improve your own English.
Shadowing really does make you feel more connected to the sounds of the language, even in just one sentence.
It also helps your mouth and your memory work together, so speaking starts to feel more automatic over time.
So, John, what resources would you suggest for beginners who want to start shadowing this week?
For beginners, look for podcasts made specifically for English learners. They usually speak slowly and clearly. You can search for ESL podcasts online. ESL means English as a Second Language.
Great starting point. What about intermediate learners who are ready for something a bit more challenging?
They can try short news clips or interviews with clear speech. Scenes from TV shows with clear dialogue work well too, especially shows made for younger audiences, since the language tends to be simpler.
And what would you say to more advanced learners listening today?
They can try harder audio, like lectures, debates, or fast, natural conversations from movies. Pick a movie with your favorite actors and shadow them. At that level, the focus shifts to smaller details, things like slang, idioms, and very natural intonation.
That sounds like a real challenge for both the ears and the mouth.
It is, but it's also one of the best ways to sound truly natural and confident in English.
John, if you had to choose just one thing you want listeners to remember about shadowing, what would it be?
That it's an active way to improve your pronunciation, your listening, and your fluency all at the same time. It takes practice and patience, but it's absolutely worth the effort. So give it a try this week and repeat like a native speaker.
Great advice to end on. Thanks so much for sharing all of this today, John.
My pleasure. And to everyone listening, please try shadowing for yourself. Start with easy material, be patient with your progress, and practice often, even just a little each day. You'll be surprised how much you improve.
And that brings us to the end of another episode of our podcast.
Thank you all so much for listening. We really hope this episode helps you with your English classes.
One last reminder before we go. Tell us in the comments, have you tried shadowing before? We would really love to hear about your experience.
Of course! Please share this podcast with any friends or family who are also learning English.
Thanks again, everyone, for listening today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Happy shadowing!
Bye!
Goodbye, everyone, and take care.